Welcome to the Gilded Cage. If you are stepping into the dark fantasy world of Gild for the first time, or you are a returning reader wanting to vividly relive the atmospheric tension, picturing the world of Orea is everything. This series takes the myth of King Midas and twists it into a dark adult story about the deceptive nature of beauty and the heavy burden of objectification. This video is your visual roadmap for the first book. We're going to cut right to the chase and look closely at the stark settings, the deeply symbolic character designs, and the chilling antagonists that make up this world. Don't worry, we are keeping this low on spoilers. Let's dive right into the visual poetry of Gild and how the architecture of oppression and physical magic visually shape this story of survival. To really see Gild, you have to understand its core visual clash. This world is built on a brutal contrast, the suffocating, artificial warmth of extreme wealth versus the unforgiving reality of a frozen wilderness. Here, gold is not just money, it is an aggressive force, weaponized to represent stagnation and control. It is garish, blinding, and meant to intimidate, turning living things into static monuments to a king's greed. Outside these golden walls, it is a violent, perpetual winter. The colors snap from gleaming yellows to blinding whites, desolate grays, and pitch black rock. The environment is hostile, battered by blizzards and plummeting temperatures. This extreme juxtaposition between the claustrophobic cage and the vast, lethal wilderness makes true safety feel entirely out of reach. The Sixth Kingdom is geographically isolated in a mountainous northern region. The sky is almost never visible, blocked by oppressive sentry clouds that filter the light into a dim, suffocating gray. The wind is a constant physical presence, known as the Gale Widow, a shrieking force that howls through the mountains. Beyond the settlements are the pitching pines. These colossal ancient trees vanish into the snowfall and feature lethal needles that mimic icicles, with sap that freezes into sharp points. Past that forest is the barrens, an endless, flat canvas of white snow and slick ice, entirely devoid of landmarks. It is a frozen wasteland heavily draped in fog, where visibility drops to mere feet. Highbell Castle, perched on a snow-covered mountain, is the seat of power. Originally a gray shale fortress, it has been entirely transmutated into solid gold. The impact is intentionally overwhelming, with gold marble floors, burnished vanes, metallic vines, and towering gold columns. Even the knight's armor and the tapestries have a lifeless, metallic shine. At the top of the north wing is the atrium, a massive room with a glass-domed ceiling perpetually frosted over with thick ice, completely blocking the heavens. Inside, all the once fertile plant life is now solid gold, a metallic graveyard. This top floor is also the protagonist's sprawling cage, made of delicate gold bars connecting a bedroom, bathroom, library, and the atrium. It allows free roaming, but always behind bars, perfectly capturing the illusion of luxury masking total captivity. Down at the mountain's base sits Highbell City, divided into two stark aesthetics. The inner city features sturdy cobblestones and three-story stone buildings, but further out, it degrades severely into the shanties. Here, the buildings are rotting, crooked wood sagging under the snow. Street lamps vanish, and cobblestones turn into icy mud mixed with discarded filth. It is a brutal visual commentary on the kingdom's massive wealth inequality. Character designs in Gild actively communicate power and captivity. Auren, our protagonist, is literally entirely gold. Her skin is real, shimmering gold, her hair is pure gold threads, and her irises have a burnished gleam. Only the whites of her eyes, teeth, and tongue retain standard human color, visually turning her into a coveted oddity. Her wardrobe highlights her status as a possession. She wears provocatively sheer, gauzy golden gowns with plunging necklines. Crucially, they are entirely backless. This is because of her ribbons, 24 prehensile golden appendages sprouting from her spine. They act as a barometer for her emotions, coiling like snakes when threatened, wrapping around her like a cocoon when vulnerable, or hardening into razor-sharp edges when forced to defend herself. They are the physical manifestation of her trauma and hidden strength. Then there is King Midas, the golden dictator. He presents a flawless facade, handsome, naturally tanned skin despite the sunless sky, deep brown eyes, and blonde hair with reddish honey tones. His visual design is dominated by an obsession with the number 6. His crown has 6 sharp spires, his shirts have 6 buttons, and he surrounds himself with exactly 6 concubines. He is meticulously groomed, projecting the image of a savior, but visually framed as a calculating warden. The supporting cast uses distinct color palettes to contrast with Auren's gold. Queen Malina is defined by a severe, cold elegance. She has sleek, stark white hair coiled like a crown, and exceptionally pale, translucent skin. She wears rich emerald gowns and heavy sapphire jewelry, clashing violently with the gold around her, physically manifesting her deep-seated resentment. The royal saddles, or concubines, deliberately contrast Auren by wearing sheer black skirts and bodices, visually separating them as common compared to the exclusive prize. We see Risa, an expert dancer with long blonde waves and practiced grace. Polly, with blonde hair, freckles, and a jealous sneer. And Rosh, a male saddle defined by flawless, effeminate features and extreme objectification. The guards wear heavy, gold-plated armor featuring a bell emblem. Digby, the veteran, has a scruffy gray beard and a perpetually stern expression, moving with rigid discipline. Contrast him with Sale, a young recruit from the shanties with ashy blonde hair, sea blue eyes, and an open, boyish smile, representing the surviving humanity outside the golden walls. Outside the Sixth Kingdom, the aesthetics turn to excess, decay, and savage survival. King Fulke of the Fifth Kingdom is the embodiment of gluttony. He is overplumped, bald, with severely yellowed teeth. His signature color is dark purple, wearing tight velvet leggings and an askew golden crown with fist-sized purple gemstones. In the barrens, the red raids are ruthless snow pirates. They wear head-to-toe thick white fur for camouflage, marked only by a terrifying blood-red balaclava wrapped tightly around their faces. Their leader, Captain Fane, tops this look with a rusted crimson pirate hat, dyed to look soaked in dried blood, and a mouth full of jagged wooden teeth. They ride massive white wooden ships, acting as gargantuan snow sleds, pulled by Fireclaws. These 10-foot-tall mythological felines have shovel-like fangs for digging through ice. Their paws ignite with burning red flames, creating a hellish orange glow and casting demonic shadows across the snow. We must also mention the Fourth Kingdom, ruled by King Ravinger, known as King Rot. His magic induces rapid decay. His aesthetic is biological horror, carrying an incredibly foul stench. Finally, Commander Rip, leader of King Ravinger's army. He shatters the myths of the Fae. Standing 6.5 feet tall, Rip is heavily muscled, with pale skin, sharp canines, and pitch-black void eyes that absorb all light. He features blunted black spikes above his brows, and larger lethal spikes down his spine and forearms, buzzing with primal energy. With iridescent gray scales dusting his temples, Rip is a direct, monstrous visual foil to the flawless King Midas. The visual design of Gild directly reinforces the psychological journey of its characters. The color palette violently shifts from artificial gold and sterile white to chaotic reds, hellish flames, and pitch-black voids, perfectly mirroring Auren's journey from a paralyzed existence into a horrific, dynamic reality where she must learn to survive. Thank you for watching this visual exploration. If you enjoy videos like these, bless your algorithm with a like and subscribe. See you next time.